This is my first attempt at a video for YouTube, but it's important. Been looking at a lot of different sites out there, and a lot of people having dreams and visions, a lot of prophecies and things that are fulfilling rapidly. And these are some harsh days that we're facing. But I had a dream, and I want to share that. I was in this city or this town, and I was used to be a photographer, and I was there trying to take photographs and of different people. And I looked up. I was in this arch with pillars and almost like a gazebo of sorts. And as I looked up, the structure had in the architecture, it was like a statue of this angel, and it actually came alive. And as the angel started to move, I was sort of shocked, and it was grandiose, very, very large, and overwhelming even in my dream. And I turned from that and was trying to take pictures of a person, and or a couple of people actually, and all of a sudden the wind started to blow, and it was like a mist, real fine mist of rain, and I was trying to get the shot off. And I had asked myself while I was doing it, I said, what am I doing? Why am I doing these pictures? And then that's when I went into trying to take this shot on this corner, and it started to sprinkle this rain. It was like I said, a mist. And as it was coming in, I'm trying to do that, and I just let me get this one shot. Let me get this, and I was trying to hurry to get this last shot out. And it just started to rain real hard, and I was trying to keep the camera from getting wet. And I took it, and I was like, it's time to go. It's time. And I think in the dream, I think I said, we're out of time. And immediately, it was just this quick flash, and I was in this place. It looked like, I don't know if it was a bus station or a mall or an airport or where, but it was this place inside. But it was large enough that they had this truck come in, and I come walking around the corner. And I didn't have the camera at this point. I come walking around the corner, and there was this truck, and everything was in yellow, and like biological kind of stuff, and people had all these masks on their face, and they were loading bodies. And I went over, and there was this body. The guy said, we're glad you're here. Give us a hand. And I reached down to help. There was a body, and they were wrapped in white plastic, like bags of some sort, almost like a Tyvek material. And I reached down, and they were sort of slimy. And this individual was a man's body. I was lifting by the arms, and the other guy was by the feet. And they were throwing them on this truck, on the back of this truck, just piling the bodies up, and they were laying around. And as I picked it up, it sort of slid out of my hands, and the weight, it was just dead weight. I don't know if you've ever experienced dead weight, but it just very hard to handle, so to speak. And was trying to lift this body and was moving it. And they were actually unloading this truck or something, and as we took it around and threw it over, and they were going to burn them. And I said, what's going on? And I thought for a moment when I first grabbed it that the body moved. It wasn't in my dream. It seemed like it moved, and I thought, well, my mind's playing tricks with me. And then went to get another one. They threw another body out of this truck, and there was a guy standing up on the top of the truck, and they was throwing them out, and they were just thumping and hitting the ground. I mean, it almost puts you in mind of something like out of like the Auschwitz death camps or something. But these people, they weren't all starved and skinny. They were just boom. And I said, what is going on? And this one in this particular bag that I was trying to pick up, and I didn't have a mask on. And as we was trying to pick it up, it moved. It really did move, and I knew because the person in it was moving. And I said, this one's alive. And they said, go ahead and throw it. The guy in the top of the truck standing up on top of the bodies, he said, it's better to go ahead and burn them. They're already dead because they've already been contaminated. And I was like, but I was having a hard time with this because the person was still moving. And they said they're already contaminated. Just throw them. It's better them than us. And I said, what is happening here? And the one in the top, he said, and this is the words that was spoke. He said, some idiot. That was the word, idiot, in a dream. Some idiot decided to set this thing off, and said everybody was grabbing their throat. And that was the point. He said it was better than for us to experience it. He said, and they were grabbing, and he said it's better than hitting your heart. He said they were hitting the heart because of the pain. And basically in this dream, the people, whatever it was that had been let off and had killed all these people, was causing them to, their breath, they were losing, they were suffocating. And the pain, like their chest was exploding, and their heart was exploding. And I think that's the pain. I don't mean literally just, Anyway, and I was like, and it just sort of shocked to me. And I thought, well, I don't have a mask on, and these people were wearing these masks, and I'm thinking, oh no, or am I going to get contaminated? And they had rubber gloves, and I'm like, trying to get rubber gloves and put them on. And as I walk around the corner, and they're just throwing these bodies everywhere. People were laying everywhere. And I remember thinking, oh no. And so I'm trying to hold my breath so I don't catch this, or so I'm not contaminated or breathing in. And I'm trying to hold my breath, and it's getting harder and harder, and and so I'm blowing out, trying not to breathe in, trying to get to one of these masks, to get one so I don't breathe in these germs or this whatever it is. And about the time I was like, I couldn't take no more, and I finally took a big deep breath, and as I did, it was like, and then I realized instantly that I had contracted, or that I had been contaminated in that breath. And I woke up. And very disturbing, very realistic. And I know that my description in words is probably not doing justice to what I saw. But there's a lot of people having different kinds of dreams. And maybe this means something to somebody out there. But I started praying and asking God for guidance. And there's a lot of things going on. And I probably should have put this out. This dream's probably maybe a week ago that I had it. And I had another dream. And we were in this theater, and this angel, in a movie theater, and this angel come to me at the very back of the theater, and he said, tell them. And that was it. I woke up. It was a short dream. So I'm telling you now, people, you better wake up. The things are happening fast.